in my
Oh my
career
gosh.
because I was trying to do the numbers and stuff, couldn't keep up. And I was just so overwhelmed. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't want this to fail because I know how much my mom really wants this to be successful. And I just felt bad. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and just sacrifice a day and
Yeah.
just do the numbers. And then I was just so grateful when God gave me that. But I understand that I gotta start, like what you said, I gotta start like really confronting that and just asking questions because it's okay to ask questions.
That's right.
What's up, everybody? My name is Darrell Jr. with the Your Business ATM show. So today, we want to just jump into one of our coaching meetings that we had with one of our mentorees, where the gift that God has given me, the ability to be able to know things and suddenly without anyone telling me about it. It's a gift that he's given me. So every once in a while, it's turned on in coaching, and we are able to discover certain things that at the end of the day, it helps our mentorees to do better, both in business and then sometimes even personally. It helps them physically as well, individually as well, as it relates to everyday things that they do. For example, in this example that I'm getting ready to show you, was a situation where we had a student that she was learning a lot. She's smart. She has a master's degree. She's a teacher, but we all have weaknesses. During this class, we discovered that for quite a while, she was doing things the wrong way because she thought we said one thing, but it was really something else. But the problem is that she never asked a question. She never clarified. And during this meeting, she wanted me to share this with you because she thinks and she knows that it'll help others. Whenever we share where we've come from, things that we've gone through, it can help somebody else be able to get free from the same thing. More often than not, there's so many more people that are going through the same things that you're going through. And so in this particular script video that I'm getting ready to show you, that was discovered that she didn't ask questions. And then I simply asked her, I said, more than likely something like this, there was something that happened earlier in your life, like maybe a teacher, you had a question and they embarrassed you, number one, or number two, you seen that teacher embarrass someone else. And in essence, what ended up happening was that terrified you, and something within your body wanted to protect you from that point on. And that's the reason why you, as smart as you are, as educated as you are, you still had this weakness here, and it was tormenting to her because she would get so many things right, but what she would do is, in her mind, she would finish the statement whenever her teacher, or in this case her mentor, would say things or train her. Sometimes her mind would tell her exactly what it is that he's trying to say before he finished. Basically, she was finishing the sentences. But in this particular case, it had her going all around the mountain and back when it was just a simple step that she needed to take. And she was taking this mountain, this long path every single day as it relates to business growth. And so it was really hurting her, and her, she was consuming a lot of time and very frustrated, and she was basically suffering alone. Some of you are suffering alone. I want to talk to you today. So we're going to show you this video. So hopefully it can help somebody else that may be in that same type of situation. Watch this.
I really do think that's why I don't. That's why I understand my students sometimes. I think like my brain, I will hear the beginning of what somebody say, and then my brain will fill it in, and then really you might like my brain will already like be like, okay, they're gonna say this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You
And
know,
I won't
for your
stop. And
benefit.
that's the thing. I will not stop. I will not stop. And with my brain, I will not stop to ask clarifying questions. Because I'll say, oh, all right, like, oh, okay, I got it. Like once they say like the first, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have it, and I was wasting a lot of time and stress. Girl, I thought you had it, girl.
I think another reason you do that, to go a little deeper with it, is some things that have happened in the past.
Mm,
So, like, let's say you're in school, right? And your teacher teaching you something, you ask a question and she makes it seem like the question you ask is dumb. Or you see the way the teacher reacts to someone else when they ask a question.
yeah.
And you
I
say,
had to I had to
and
go
you
up to
say
the
they not
high school. I had to go up to the high school in Germany and go off up in there behind Brittany.
really.
Yep.
What happened?
You remember that? Yes, ma'am. When I told your teacher, don't you ever in your life tell my child not to ask a question.
There you go. See, you know, God knows all things. I don't, but y'all know I'm a prophet. Well, y'all right. Y'all probably don't even know that. I got too comfortable with y'all just now, but I can hear things like I could like it's a gift. I can know what happened. You know what I mean? Like literally, like I know why that happened. But what happens is your body is protecting you.
Yes, because
Like
I study people very very well, and I can tell like okay they don't like that, they they don't like that, they don't like that, they don't like that, and I just know like okay just by watching them or
yeah,
well
I think
Brittany is the type of person and my grandbaby is like this too. They
mhm,
do not like conflict, and at
yeah,
all costs
yeah.
they will try to prevent conflict if it means them taking on 20 more things
Hmm.
just so they don't have to disturb or think they're disturbing anybody else.
Yeah.
But I told her the heck with that junk. I said, because you're gonna end up wearing yourself down.
Is that I would say right now is a moment of breakthrough coming for Brittany because your mom has already said about the Bible says this out of two or three witnesses, the truth is established. And sometimes it can turn into torment
Mm-hmm.
when you are avoiding confrontation.
Yep.
Sometimes we don't have a choice but to deal with it. So it's two things. Like I said, it's a strength and it's a weakness because what happens is our body naturally say, oh, that ain't happening no more. I'm going to protect you from that. And we
Mm.
don't realize that the body literally within says, this ain't going to happen to you no more. Because this is what we're going to do. And you probably think you're just thinking you're going to do that, but it's really your body responding. Like the homeostasis that's in the back of our neck scientifically, that homeostasis remembers every pain. And it says we will not repeat that. And that's
And
where anxiety comes from.
yes,
That's
sir.
why I say it could be a gift. We talk about a whole different thing right now. I'm gonna let y'all go, but that's why I say it's a gift and it's a weakness because anxiety is not necessarily a bad thing. You have to learn to control it. Anxiety comes to tell you, hey, you was raped. And where you getting ready to go, same thing gonna happen again. So don't go there. So what happens is whenever you get around or close to anything that reminds you because it happened in the park,
Mm-hmm.
For just for example purposes. Wherever it happened at, it could be good people in that park, but every time you get there, it don't matter because your body telling you, you got raped in the park. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So when you get there, you just start flipping out, you start choking, you can't breathe, and you turn around. I'm out of there. And your homeostasis be like, right on,
Yep.
right on. We won, we win. We beat it this time. And you're not realizing you thinking, oh man, I'm messed up. I got a problem. I got issues, all of this anxiety, something is really wrong with me. But it's nothing wrong with you. How I just, I be dilating things and going deeper. But
Yes.
but basically it is a strength and a weakness, and your body will protect you. But once you understand that, then you can begin to tell your body, hey, we're not going to get into anxiety right now. You see that?
Yes,
I
sir.
never got diagnosed with anxiety, but boy, if somebody got anxiety, have dealt with it, I think I've dealt with a lot of it. Just never got diagnosed. But over the years, especially being a prophet, I've been able, like God has been able to teach me these things, teach me how to control all of these signals that go off. Like I remember getting stumped in my stomach before by my cousins, because I took one of his potato chips out of his bag or something like that. And I mean, that man stumped me till I throwed up. And I never knew that stuck with me. It gave me anxiety. Well, shame. Anything that sounds or feels like a confrontation, I stop. And sometimes people will misunderstand you and think something's wrong with you because everybody deals with it differently, but you might come off hard. You might say something and people are like, man, that dude crazy or that lady crazy. But really, it's your body that you haven't learned how to control. That anxiety is saying, oh no, they're gonna kick you in your stomach again. Defend yourself. You see that? So
Yes,
but
sir.
that thing can even cause you to sabotage relationships.
Mm-hmm.
On another note, that's why a lot of people have sabotaged a lot of relationships. It may be anxiety, it may be something happened to them when they were little, maybe they got raped, they got molested, somebody mistreated them. All of these things causes different signals in our bodies. It messes with us. For some people, it's their mind. For some people, like Tyler Perry, for example, he used to get beat so bad by his father for nothing that his body started protecting him by taking him to a whole other place. He didn't even feel the beating anymore. Now, I wish I had that gift back then because I felt every beating I got. um. Anyway, uh, but his body would literally take him to another world every time abuse would come, and so all of his life, that gift has been activating for any type of anything horrible, accident or something someone says or blah blah blah. Like he literally, they could be saying, "Hey man, did you hear what they just said?" And he's like, "What did they say?" Right? So he had to start going to a therapist, and they were able to dive in there. Like, man, you got to get a balance with that. You're gonna have to get a balance with that because that's robbing you. Yes, you're protecting yourself, but at the same time, you need to address these things. Like it comes to a point in your life where you can't just go to Jupiter every time there's a confrontation. As though your body is protecting you,
people are going to continue to take advantage of you. And there are times when you have to say, hey, listen, I heard what you said. You're not going to do that no more to me. Or I'm going to avoid you. I'm not going to come nowhere near you anymore. Versus, I didn't even know it happened. What happened? That makes sense, y'all? You
No, no, I really do um appreciate the talk because I think mommy kind of felt she because she's my mom. She felt that I was getting overwhelmed.
know?
But I don't even think I don't know if I told her, but like I was getting behind on my work and my
Oh my
career
gosh.
because I was trying to do the numbers and stuff, and I couldn't keep up. And I was just so overwhelmed. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't want this to fail because I know how much my mom really wants this to be successful. And I just felt bad. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and just sacrifice a day and
Yeah,
just do the numbers. And then I was just so grateful when God gave me that. But I understand that I gotta start, like what you said, I gotta start like really confronting that and just asking questions because it's okay to ask questions.
that's right. God is
I just
healing you. Healing
feel
is
stupid sometimes. Like how you just you got a master's degree, you got this, but you're asking questions like, I'm realizing now from just what you're talking about that it's trauma there. So
that is a wonderful thing what's happening right now because believe it or not, Brittany, the majority of all of us got weaknesses. I see people with doctor's degrees. What's the one above that one?
And now that I'm thinking about it, remember when you were in college and we was like, man, you so smart, you just get the book and and you'll teach yourself. So
Yeah,
that was you just not wanting to go back and ask questions. Oh, I didn't know that till just now. You
yeah,
would get the book and teach yourself.
yeah.
Wow.
See, the Lord had taught me to be able to recognize certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the reasons is because of the very things that I've had to overcome myself. Like literally having. That's why I feel Brittany, and I can feel her pain.
What's up, everybody? My name is Darrell Jr., and I am the host of Your Business ATM, where we number one help you grow your Facebook Live, TikTok Live, YouTube Live. We help get more bodies on that live. So when you hit that live button, you get more people. You're probably wondering, why is my lives not growing? We can probably help you with that. We've helped other businesses, and we have a business called Sherry Hunter Boutique that we're helping right now. All right, so subscribe to this page if you like hearing those kind of questions answered. It may be the very thing that you're thinking about in your mind as it relates to your business. Should I get started? Should I start my business? Should I end my business? How can I grow my business? How can I get more people to join me when I'm going live? We would be more than happy to help you with that, as we have done for so many other people. And so if you like that kind of material, subscribe to our page.